I stood in this new home, which I need to call mine from today. Yes, I got married today. I looked around and figured out the washroom myself and rushed inside to get ready for the night. First night. I have met him before our marriage, and he spoke few words before agreeing to this marriage. He seems like a good person from what I heard from my relatives and parents. Hope he really is a nice person. I know he doesn't have parents, and I can completely understand how it might affect his feelings and emotions. But I will try my best to make sure he gets the affection he lost since his childhood. He looks amazing, just like that handsome Greek gods, but I never really said it out openly. I washed my body clean and used Multani Midi to smell good and fresh. I came out of the washroom to his aunts and uncles in veranda, getting ready to leave to their houses, while he sat on the cot with them conversing, my heart thudding wildly just by looking at him. I rushed outside to see they are leaving, while few of them spoke with me and left with a smile. I stood near the main door as he closed the gate and locked it, 'cause it's night. My cheeks burned when he caught my gaze. I immediately lowered my gaze and went inside, while he followed behind me. I heard him locking the main door as well. I stood in our small kitchen and boiled milk for him. I heard clearing of throat, and I turned around to see near the kitchen arch. I closed every door. If you want to use washroom, you can take the key. I will keep it here, he said, and placed the key on kitchen counter. I nodded my head as okay. He left from there to our bedroom. A new kind of excitement and nervous bloomed in me as I waited for the milk to boil. I took the lock and opened the back door, rushing to the washroom to get myself dressed. I could do this in hall also, but I felt shy when he could walk out any minute. After I was done getting ready in this patu cream color sari, I pinned a lot of jasmine strings to my hair. Quickly applying kajal, I folded my used clothes and locked the back door once again, keeping the keys on the key stand. I poured the milk in a brass glass for him and looked at the door of our bedroom, feeling shiver run down my spine. I switched off every light except zero bulb and opened the door slowly to see him sitting on bed. His eyes lifted when he saw me and breath caught in my throat. As I looked into eyes once again, I turned around and bolted the door slowly, making my way towards him. This room has a king-size bed, a dressing table, and lots of shelves to store clothes. My anklets made this quiet room a little noisier. I looked at him and saw how carefully he took the glass from my hand and drank it, keeping the glass down, and wiped his mouth, making me smile internally. You can sit here, he spoke, and I sat beside him, looking at my lap as I felt his gaze run over my face, making me gulp in shyness. Are you comfortable? He asked, and nodded as yes. He looked over the room and bed as his cheeks turned pink as the room is decorated with lots and lots of flowers. After few minutes of silence, I spoke. I can take the left side. He looked at me and nodded. He stood up and went to right side of bed, while I lay down on my side silently, not knowing what to do. I am glad that he isn't rushing into things yet. Can you switch off the light? I heard his voice beside, and I did what he said. I looked at the moonlight falling onto us from the window. His breath turned even after few moments, and I quickly closed the curtains of window and covered both of us with blanket. I slept to my side in a safe distance, as sleep consumed me like a lullaby, as his presence gave me an unknown peace. As the morning rose, I woke up due to sounds of rooster and people's voices outside the house. I quickly opened my eyes and saw him sleeping, curled up on his side, making my eyes soften. I gazed at his sleeping form for a few minutes and got down from bed, making my way towards to fetch the key. I opened the door of back door and rushed inside to take a bath. I throwed away yesterday's jasmine strings and quickly draped in a maroon color sari. I rushed inside and unlocked the main door and gate, keeping a basket on the table so that the milkman can put the milk packet in there. While I was cleaning the veranda with broom, I saw him coming out of house with a sleepy face. I chuckled slowly as he made his way outside of gate, as it's very early in the morning. No one is really present. He stood out till I finished brooming. I took the white powder we used to draw colon and made my way outside the gate, drawing a beautiful column. I felt his presence near me all the time. I walked inside after I finished and rushed to kitchen. Milk has come, he said, keeping the packet on the kitchen counter, and I will keep tea, I announced. He nodded and rushed outside to washroom. I unwrapped my hair from the towel with a clutch as the hair is semi-wet. I lit the diya near God and prayed for our bright life. While preparing tea, I heard him sitting on chair in hall while combing his hair. Here, I said, and handed him his cup. I was about to go into kitchen when I heard him. "You can sit here with me and have tea." I nodded. "Let me bring my cup." As soon as I sat beside him, he gave a small smile, making me melt. I wonder how handsome he would look if he grins wide. "I will be going to field. If it is possible, I can take lunchbox now. If not, I will come afternoon to have lunch," sipping his tea. "When will you come for lunch?" I asked. "At around 2 p.m., he said. "Then I will prepare lunch by then." "What do you like to eat?" I asked, keeping my cup aside. He looked at me and shrugged. "I don't really have any favorite. Cook whatever you like." His short reply made me sad, but I aimed to make him slave of my cooking. Hee. "Here, take cool water bottle with you," I said, giving him pot-stored water in a bottle. He took it with a nod and was about to go to field. "Just a second," I shouted after him, rushing to take kumkum. "Here, all the best," I whispered, applying kumkum on his forehead. He looked confused but nodded anyway, exiting the gate not before glancing at me, and I saw a small smile playing on his lips. I chopped the bindi, lady's finger, and tomatoes while keeping an eye on the cooker as dal is being prepared in it. Cooker's whistle noise filled the kitchen as I heard knock. I rushed to open it and saw him tired and tanned. "Here, drink water," I uttered, giving him water. He removed his slippers and took the glass from me, drinking and keeping it aside. "Fresh up." "I will serve lunch," I said, moving into kitchen. As sweat dripped from my forehead, I wiped it with my paloo. After I served him plate and mine, I kept it on floor and sat down waiting for him. He came inside after a few minutes, wiping his face with a towel, and sat down beside me. I smiled at him, gesturing for him to eat, and he nodded, eating eagerly, making my heart melt and break at the same time. How hard he works every day. I want to take away his tiredness if he lets me. I ate my food silently, glancing at him once in a while. "It's really hot today," he uttered, looking out of window. "Yes, it is," I uttered. "Will you leave again?" I asked him. "Yes, but I will be back by evening," he spoke, finishing his lunch and drinking water. I nodded and decided to clean our room as it is a mess with flowers. "Lock the door." I heard his voice as I was busy washing our dishes in the kitchen. "Coming," I shouted, wiping my hands with a cloth. He stood near main door waiting for me. "I will be back by evening," he said, and I nodded with a smile. His gaze ran over my face and he went away while I locked the door, stepping into kitchen to resume my work. "Why is there so much mess?" I said to myself as I cleaned all the flowers, which are everywhere possible, and also keeping my clothes beside his clothes, and I thought how he would react if he saw his shelf so clean and organized, which brought a smile to my face. And I looked at the clock to see it's 5 p.m., and my minds wandered to front door. When will he return? After combing my hair and putting a string of jasmine as a habit, I heard knocking. My cheeks burned again as I remembered he is back. As I am waiting for him for so long, I opened the door immediately and saw him standing with a tired look once again. I forwarded glass of water as usual. He went to washroom to fresh up as I cooked rice. He entered our bedroom and came back in a fresh pair of clothes, smelling fresh. I heard him locking gate and doors and keeping the key on the key stand as I made my way towards him with our dinner plates and sat beside him on floor, serving him hot rice. I looked at him to see him staring at me and immediately blushed crept on my face as I bit back my smile. We had our dinner in peace and comfortable silence, with profound comfortness between us. While I was washing dishes, he locked the back door and kept the key on kitchen counter. I finished my work faster and went into our bedroom with a glass of milk. I looked at him and saw he already laid on right side, closing his eyes. He opened his eyes hearing me and got up to sit straight. I gave him glass and locked the door, closing the curtains as well. I sat on left side observing him wiping his lips, and I found that act cute. He gave me glass and I kept it away from bed. I covered both of us with a blanket and turned off light as sleep consumed both of us due to exhaustion. "Why is it so expensive? Give me for 20 rupees, okay?" I said to the vegetable seller who comes early in the morning to sell. "But Emma, vegetables are expensive these days. I will give lastly at 25 rupees, he said, and I sighed, nodding. I brought all the required vegetables for the week and went inside to store them properly. He haven't woken up yet, but I know he will wake up any minute. I quickly took a bath and did my daily routine. Then I saw him entering into hall and looked at me while I averted my eyes to look at calendar. I cleared my throat while saying, "We have a wedding to attend this week." "Whose?" he asked in his morning voice, and my insides clenched. I closed my eyes for a moment, composing myself, and said, "My cousin's." "Okay," he said, and went away to washroom as I prepared his tea and breakfast. It's our third day after marriage and we barely spoke, and it's not settling with me, so I decided to initiate conversations from now on. Here, I forwarded his plate and cup. He took it and ate while I did the same. Can you come a little early today? I asked him. Why? He asked. I am preparing mango pickle and I want you to cut mangoes into pieces. I asked him. He looked at me shocked but nodded. Here, take this box, but come back soon, I uttered as I handed him his lunchbox. I will come back soon, he said and went away while I immersed myself with houseworks. I wonder what he likes and dislikes. I wanted to make some sweet today for him, and with that thought I started making payasam and kept it in a bowl for him. I cleaned our bedroom as usual and sat down with mogra buds and threaded it with a string to keep it at night in my hair. After done with that, I sat down and washed the raw mangoes thoroughly and wiped them dry. I heard knocks and rushed to open the door to see him standing with his bag, and I forwarded glass of water and said, "Fresh up, I will serve you tea," I said, and he went inside, while I sat in kitchen with a huge knife to cut these. He came inside the kitchen and sat beside me, looking at the spices I placed. "And mangoes, you know how to make pickle?" he asked, and I nodded with a smile. "Yes, I do. That's because since my childhood we always make new batch of pickles every year." "Oh, and I made you sweet," I said and gave him bowl. He took it with a small smile and ate it like it is his last meal. "You can eat slowly. I will serve more," I chuckled, and he looked at me for a few seconds eating slowly. "Cut these slowly, okay?" I said as I handed him knife. He nodded and did what I told as I was busy with mixing spices for the pickle. I noticed his face and saw sweat was forming on his forehead. Without any hesitation, I wiped his forehead with my palu and he freezed, stopping his act. "Here, drink some water." I forwarded cold water. He looked at me with soft expression, drinking water. I gulped as his eyes fell on my bare waist, but he averted his eyes. My cheeks turned pink as I looked at his face, turning pink as well. "I will mix it. You pour all the ingredients," he said, sitting before jar. "Okay," I mumbled and added all the ingredients needed as he mixed with his skilled hands. After we were done, I looked at the pickle and stored it away to eat later. "You relax a bit. I will bring dinner," I said, standing up, but he shook his head. "I can help you as well," he said. But I shook my head and said, "No, I can do this much. You already work so much for us. Please let me take care of you," I whispered, hoping he would understand. His eyes flickered to my face with expression. "I can't name yet," as he nodded with a sigh, and went inside our bedroom. I made egg fry and rotis for dinner. I needed a new oil packet, but it is really up there, and I can't reach him. I wanted to call him, but I don't know what to call him, because I never called him with anything before. I slapped my forehead and turned towards bedroom, and peeked inside to see him sleeping on bed. My heart melted as his tired form is relaxing. I didn't want to disturb him, but I have to, as it's needed to make dinner. I went near him and tapped his shoulder. "Yamandi." It's a respectful way of addressing someone, especially a husband in Telugu. This word often used by wives to call their husbands, to seek their husband's attention. After I called him 4 times, he woke up and looked at me sleepily and sat straight. "I need your help," I said. He looked at me. Yes, what happened?" he said with concern lingering in his voice. I smiled at him and asked, "Oil packet is beyond my reach. Can you fetch it for me?" I asked, and he looked at me for a few seconds and got down, going to the kitchen as I followed him. He gave me oil packet and stood on one side. "You can sleep sometime. Dinner will be finished in 10 minutes, I said, but he stood straight without moving, and I looked at him confused. "Do you need anything, Imandi?" I asked without turning back, and I felt him taking a sharp intake of breath which made me shudder. "I want to eat that sweet you made today again," he voiced out, and I looked at him with a smile. "You liked it?" I asked, taking a bowl to serve him. He just hummed, and I chuckled, seeing his stoic nature. I handed him his bowl and spoon, but he made himself comfortable on kitchen counter and ate. As I worked on making egg fry, we just did our own works in silence. But I felt his gaze on me every second, but I didn't turn back. "Let's sit down," I said, taking egg fry kadai with my palu to prevent myself from getting burned. He sat down and I severed him rotis and curry, and he ate faster with eagerness. "Eat slowly, if not you might choke," I said, handing him glass of water. He shook his head and continued eating as I ate mine in peaceful silence. I took a long hour bath, feeling cool water casting down my body. I draped myself in a lightweight cotton sari and didn't wear any inners as it's summer and uncomfortable. I made my way into our bedroom, not before taking glass of milk. I bolted the door and saw him sitting on bed as if waiting for me. Here, I forwarded the glass and he drank it as usual. And when we about to lay down, he asked, "Why didn't you put jasmine in your hair today?" He asked slowly, making me stunned. So he does observe everything about me. Something about that made me feel special and happy, precious. Oh, I forgot! Just a minute, I said, quickly went out to take my flower string and put it in my hair with a pin. When I returned back, he looked satisfied and laid down on his side. I internally smiled at his act and closed the curtains, making the room dark. I lay on my side and was able to sleep. But then I heard him coming closer to me. I stilled waiting for him cuddle me or throw one hand on me, but when I felt none of those, I looked behind, confused, and saw he tied my palu to his hand and slept peacefully. I looked at this gesture confused, but somewhere I know he is scared to sleep alone or something, and decided to ask him morning. The next morning, as usual, I woke up before him. When I was about to get down from bed, I took a step and felt my palu sliding down my shoulder. I clutched it and looked at his hand to see it is around his wrist. I sat on his side, bent, trying to remove it with both my hands. And then I felt him waking up, looking at me. I felt shy but averted my gaze to his wrist, trying to loosen it totally, forgetting that my blouse-clotted chest is bare to him as my palu slid down. I gasped as it suddenly hit me, clutching it against my chest as shyness spread all over my body. I know he has seen me like that and I don't really mind it, but I am shy. He chuckled slowly for the first time ever, making me avert my eyes to his face, and I looked at him awestruck. How handsome he looks if he smiled. He loosened up my palu and handed it back to me. I set it right and rushed out into washroom, feeling my whole body is spread with blush. As I was making tea, I heard his voice as he spoke to few members who came to visit him. He came inside and said, "I want you to meet my father's brother and his wife. They will stay here for a day." I nodded and greeted them as they entered our house. I made them tea and served breakfast, as he went to work in field as usual. But today I have his aunt as company. She is a nice lady, doesn't really complain much but asks every freaking question, but I never let my composure slip off as ladies are nosy. "Vashista, serve lunch, ma. It's 2 p.m. I heard her voice from hall and, "Yes, ma." I shouted back and served her lunch as my eyes wandered to front door expecting his presence, but he didn't come, making me worried. I sat near back door steps and threaded jasmine string. A strange warmth enveloped my heart as I was doing that. "Vashista, Deva is here, serve him lunch." I heard aunt's voice and I walked into kitchen, serving him and his father's brother lunch. Every day we together have lunch, but today we need to have separately, which I am not really happy about, but we need to adjust. I bent down to serve him curry, and a thought came to my mind, to tease him slightly. I bent extra in his direction, making his see my cleavage for a millisecond before I covered it properly, not wanting anyone to notice. When I lift my eyes to his face, I saw him taking deep breaths, as if he is composing himself. I giggled silently, which caught his attention, and he looked at me with a shocked expression before masking it immediately. "We man thee." I yelled through the kitchen, and in a second, he stood near kitchen arch. "What should I cook for dinner?" I asked him. "You can make anything you like, no problem," he said with the same neutral face. And I asked again, "Should I make anything sweet today?" "Linji." He shook his head, making me frown. "Don't make today. After they are gone, you make it for me tomorrow, okay?" He whispered as if he don't want them to hear. And instantly, a smile took over my face as I felt his intention, which is he doesn't want others to taste my cooking, or he don't want to burden with me with extra cooking. Either way, I am happy. I nodded at him, feeling delighted. "Aren't you leaving today for field?" I asked him, rolling dough to making roti. "Though it is summer, it looks like it's gonna rain, so I am skipping today," he said, leaning against wall. As I cooked bottle gourd curry. "I know, right? This weather is really confusing every day. It's different. I wonder if it's summer or monsoon," I said. And he nodded, agreeing with me. "Also today, we need to adjust in hall, as they will take our bed," he said, and I nodded. "Don't worry, I will arrange everything in floor, but do we have thick blankets to lay them on floor?" I asked, adding chili powder to the curry. He thought for a while and said, "Let me see if they are stored on slab." "Okay, but be fast, Yendi," I mumbled, and he walked away as I got busy in filling water bottles with pot-stored water. He came within 5 minutes and showed me 2 thick blankets and 4 bed sheets. I looked at them and said, "This will be all right for us." "Keep them here, I need to dust them," I said, turning off gas and walking to take them from his hands. He shook his head and said, "I will dust them." I was about to protest, "But please," he added, and I nodded as yes. I served dinner for them, and as they left to our room to sleep, while we sat in hall and had our dinner while conversing a bit about news or village current topics, I spread the sheets first, then blankets and pillows on top. I turned off every light and said, "I am going to take bath," taking a cotton sari and towel. He nodded in acknowledgement, and I finished bathing within few minutes and slipped beside him on floor before putting jasmine string in my hair. I heard his breath evening out slowly, but sleep was far away to me. "Yamandi?" I called him, disturbing his sleep. He looked at me groggily and hummed, "You forgot to tie my palu today." I whispered, waiting for him to say something, but after a few minutes I heard, "Give me your palu," his voice making me grin widely. I sat slightly and gave him, "Don't wake up and hurry, okay? Wake me up first and then you can leave. We have relatives at home, that's why," he said as if he is talking with a child. "Yes, I understand, Imandi. How was your day?" I asked, turning towards him. He placed his palu-tied hand behind his head and spoke. "It was hectic. How was yours?" He voiced out slowly, "Nothing like interesting. But I waited for you a lot in afternoon." "Why were you late?" I asked him while he turned towards me, making my palu slip slightly from my chest, but I didn't bother much about it. "I had some extra work to finish, that's why I was late," he spoke as his eyes drifted to my chest for a second before immediately reaching my face. "Can I say something if you don't mind?" I asked him. He nodded in response. "You can see my chest however you like, I won't mind it," I whispered slowly with a smile. His eyes widened at my words, and he shook his head, closing his eyes as his cheeks turned pink, making me go "Ah." "What do you want me to cook tomorrow?" I asked after a couple of minutes. "Whatever you like," he responded as if he is tired and on verge of sleeping. I covered both of us with sheet and drifted off to sleep with him close to me. As soon as I woke up, it's still dark outside. "Yamandi, wake up, untie this," I said, waking him up. He looked at me slowly, opening his eyes, untying my palu from his wrist, and I put it properly on my chest and looked at him. "Sleep for some time. I will wake you up," I said, covering him again. He nodded, drifting off to sleep. I unlocked every door and gate, drawing kolam and cleaning veranda. As it's really early in the morning, nobody woke up. I closed the doors and went into kitchen to chop vegetables to cook for the day. After I was done with that, I took a hot bath, enjoying the relaxing time I had to myself while bathing. I draped myself in a lilac color sari and stepped out to see milk packet is absent. Why hasn't it delivered yet? I thought maybe he will come later and went into kitchen looking at the pickle we made, and it smells and tastes delicious. I decided to make dosa for tiffin today, which would taste amazing with mango pickle. "We Mendi, wake up, it's late." I woke him up while milk is boiling on stove. He woke up lazily and stretched his body, making me gaze at his muscles, and heat pooled at my lower body. I immediately averted my eyes. He woke up and I folded our bedding, keeping it aside. After a few minutes, he came out. At the same time, the old couple also came out and announced they will leave now. But we insisted they will leave once they have breakfast, but they didn't listen to us as they need to catch early morning bus at 7 a.m., so we couldn't help but send them off. I cleaned our bedroom, changing the sheets and mopped it. He came inside smelling fresh as he took a shower just now. "Lay here for a while," I mumbled, and he sat on bed waiting for me to sit. "Wait a minute. I will bring tea," I said, and rushed out, pouring tea in cups. "I will prepare chicken curry today. Do you like it?" I asked him. He nodded as yes and looked out of window, making me look there to see our tulsi plant with diya near it as I lit it early in the morning. I smiled as he admired that. "Also, the groceries are over. Will you bring them today?" I asked. "I will come early today. We both will go to shopping," he said, finishing off tea, and I nodded. After I served him breakfast, he ate eagerly as usual. "How is the pickle we made?" I asked him. It's really good, he responded as he finished eating. I will bring chicken. Do you need anything? He asked me. I thought for a few seconds before saying, we are out of coriander powder and curry leaves, bring them as well, I said, and he nodded. Till he came, I chopped onions and tomatoes. I am leaving then. I heard his voice. Be back soon, I said as I locked the door and resumed my cooking. I sat near veranda and looked at the overgrown plants and plucked unwanted plants, passing my time until afternoon. It's hot, and I made it little spicy, I said as I served him his plate. Today he looked like he is very eager to get home, and he came at 1 p.m., which is new, cause he don't home until 2 p.m. or so. I won't be going to work today evening, he uttered, and I nodded, feeling delighted that we get to spend more time together. Then, can we go to get groceries early evening? I asked, and he nodded. While I was preparing tea to drink, I sensed his presence. Yes? I asked, blowing on the tea. I was thinking to buy a refrigerator as it's summer to store water and other stuff, he uttered, making me turn towards him. Oh, that's nice, but it's not really needed unless if you're really okay with it, cause I know it costs a lot, I said, hoping he would understand my words. He shook his head. No problem in it, because we have some saved up money, he said, looking at empty space in kitchen. I smiled, feeling delighted, and nodded eagerly. I got ready in a pista green color sari and wore my red bangles. After we reached grocery store, I gave list to the shopkeeper and he gave me all the needed items. I took the covers in my hand, but he stopped me and carried it. You sure you don't want anything? I asked. He looked at me for a while and then turned towards shopkeeper. Anna, can I have perfume bottle? Shopkeeper nodded and brought him what he said. I looked at him confused, but he just smirked at me for a second, I guess. OMG. I didn't know he can actually smirk. Very well then. I smiled and shook my head. Shall I put them in this shelf? He asked, while I poured salt into container. No, keep them in this shelf. That one is a little higher, I responded. I heard shuffling behind to see him shifting all groceries to another shelf. I will be going to city tomorrow evening to purchase fridge, he said after we were done organized, and I nodded in response, giving him glass of water. Don't you want to come with me? He asked, sitting on steps in front of main door. Shall I come with you? I questioned, gazing at his face. He shrugged his shoulders, not responding. I internally smiled at his attempt to make me tag along with him. Wake up! Wake up! I heard his voice from behind, making me look at him confused. What happened? I asked, looking at the clock to see it's 2 a.m. I heard noise from front yard, he whispered, shifting a little closer to me. But you did lock gate, right? I questioned, my eyes flickering to window, but I couldn't see anything as the curtains are drawn. I did, but I heard noise for 3 times, he continued saying, sitting up to get down from bed as my paloo flew towards him. My paloo, I mumbled, sitting up beside him. He looked at me and then his eyes ran over my chest. Put it properly, he said. I can't put it properly if you move so fast, I replied, feeling sleepy. Shall I untie this then? He asked, and I nodded. He looked at me for a few seconds. Just as he was about to untie it, we heard a noise more like things falling down. I looked at him wide-eyed, fear creeping into me. I dragged him towards me with my paloo on bed. Let's look from window before going out, I whispered, and he nodded. We both got down hand in hand. For the first time, blush was creeping up on my cheeks, but the situation is rather tense. I pulled the curtains with my free hand as my other hand is clutching my paloo properly. We looked out and saw nothing. There's no one here, he whispered. Might be cat or dog, I said, drawing the curtains again. Let's sleep for some time, Andy, I said, sitting on bed. He settled down on his side, but I moved closer to him, taking his hand in mine and intertwined our fingers and kept it near my chest. His eyes racked over my face and he turned towards me. I want you to come along with me to city, he whispered as his eyes softened. I will, I mumbled, feeling really sleepy. It's cold here, I whispered while he covered both of us with blanket. To my surprise, he came closer, almost his toes touching mine. My heart raced with excitement, but I stayed quiet, feeling happy that he is putting efforts. Few minutes passed by and he asked, What do you like? I looked confused. Like, I said. Yes, in color or movie or song. He mumbled as I felt his fingers tightening in my hand. I have so many favorites, to be honest, but if you ask me, I like pastel colors. And about movies and songs, I have so many that I can't even name, I said with a smile. He nodded. What do you like? I asked. I like your cooking, your presence, and sunrise, he whispered, making my breath hitch as pink hue formed on my cheeks. I chuckled slightly, hearing his words. My presence? I questioned, amused. He nodded in response. You don't speak much, do you? I asked. Yes, he said, and I pulled him closer to me as I hugged his arm. Feeling his body for the first time is making me feel shy. He stiffened, feeling my touch, but relaxed after a few minutes. His hand, which I cuddled with, felt warmer and cozy. While I was about to slip in slumber, I felt his other hand clutching my hand on his chest, which made me smile faintly. As the morning rose, I woke up to see him very next with me, his breath hitting my neck, which made my toes curl. I looked at himself and realized how much he's letting his guard down every passing day, and that's enough for me. I untied my palu and got down from bed to continue with my daily routine. I pulled my hair into a messy bun. Taking towel and cotton brown sari in my hands, I went into washroom to take bath. While I was taking bath, my wind wandered to his face, and the closeness we shared while sleeping made goosebumps to arise on my body as I closed my eyes, savoring that moment. I could still feel his hot breath on my neck, and my hand instinctively touched the spot. I gave out a faint moan and my insides clenched and unclenched harder. Just his breath is enough to make me go crazy. I leaned against wall and imagined what would it be if he kisses me or hugs me. My cheeks burned as my thoughts ran wild and dirty. I smiled to myself as I draped sari. Taking my used clothes, I quickly washed and drying them on rope as I stepped inside kitchen opening window, filling water bottles. Hi! I heard his voice, making me surprised. I smiled and said, Hi! His gaze ran over my body for a second before settling on my face, and I cleared my throat. You woke up? He asked, rubbing his neck, feeling nervous, I guess. Yes, I woke up. Took bath and now cooking also. I lightly chuckled, seeing his nervous self. Oh, he trailed off. Do you need anything? I asked, walking closer to him. We can sleep sometime extra every day. You don't have to wake up early, he said after a lot of hesitation. I took his hand in mine and I saw how goosebumps rose on his arm, and I blushed, seeing my effect on him. Okay, from tomorrow we will sleep extra, I mumbled, and he smiled softly. Go and get ready, if not, you will be late, I said, making him go to washroom. I sat idle on bed waiting for her to come. These days my wife is the only thought that is running in my mind. After my parents died, I didn't have to call mine, so I just adapted to become emotionally unavailable. Even though I have my relative, but just as the name suggests, they are only relatives. Since the first day of marriage, she has been nothing but sweet and caring towards me, patiently waiting for me to open up. And for that I am more than grateful and happy. Of course, she is all I have right now, and I am glad for that. Every morning when she wakes up and does all the work, without any kind of complaints, just makes me realize how lucky I am to get a wife who is so understanding and loving. I want to open up to her, share my life with her, and I am trying step by step, slowly letting my heart react to her sweet gestures. Every single day, her smile is enough for me to make my day. Her presence is lighting up our home. Her anklet sound is divine for my ears. It's like as if I have someone with me all the time now. She talks so well with me. Her Yimandi is My heart races every time I hear her calling me like that. I heard her switching off lights in hall as well as kitchen. I know she might be here any second. I applied perfume and sat straight, waiting for her. I looked up, sensing her presence as she is bolting the door. Here. She gave me a glass of milk. I observed every night she wears a lightweight cotton sari and jasmine string, which obviously soothes my soul in a way I cannot express. I saw her pulling curtains close and laying beside me. Goosebumps rose on my body as I noticed her pretty self. I touched her arm and gave her glass, which she gladly accepted, making my heart swoon. After she switched off light, I lay beside her, looking at her relaxing body. My mind feels giddy just by imagining how it would feel to hold her close, kiss her, chat with her, make love to her, tease her, help her. I know all these will happen, but it will take time. We have been married just over a week now, so I know it will take time, and I want everything to happen naturally. I don't want to force anything between us. I want to provide everything to her. Be it anything, I want her to have it. That's why I am working extra hours in the evening. She doesn't know I don't work evenings because I never told her before. I don't want her to feel guilty about it, so I am keeping it hidden. She is my wife. I want her to have everything a man could give his wife. I smiled, reminiscing about the way she reacted when I said I want to buy fridge. She cared about our financial situation and thought about it, which I think is enough for me in this lifetime. I took hold of her palu, if not she will remind me again and again. I silently gazed at her form, taking in her natural beauty. She looks ethereal to me. Her eyes, which speaks volumes. Her nose, which I want to bite. Her lips, which are so plump and pink, makes my mind go crazy just for a taste of them. Her breasts, which are always in my mind all the time since I first saw them. I just don't think if I once taste them, I will ever get satisfied. I might as well get obsessed. I tied her palu around my wrist. No particular reason behind this, but I want to feel safe and secure knowing I have her with me in my unconscious sleepy form. I like her, and that's final. Don't ask me why. It just bloomed slowly by her talks or presence, or just her whole being. I sensed her pulling me close and cuddling with my arm. Curious, but my buddy just stands up in my pants, making it hard to control. So I think about other things, but it's possible. When I have her beside me, close to me, pulling me to her chest, I closed my eyes, ready to fall asleep, but then I felt her hand, taking my hand and putting it on her waist. I couldn't help but chuckle. I turned to her side and pulled her close by holding her waist tight. She gasped at my sudden action. "You're holding too tight," she whispered, sensing my grip. I loosened my grip and caressed the area I hold. She visibly shivered and my heart did happy dance, knowing the kind of effect I possess on her. "Sorry," I mumbled, pulling her much closer. My eyes darted to her chest as the palu is long gone now, making only her blouse clotted chest into my view. I inhaled a breath, seeing her sensual form, making my head sway as dirty thoughts enveloping my mind. She very slowly put her hand on my shoulder, pulling me close. By now, my face is in her crock of neck, and I inhaled her smell. That is jasmine. I became hard just by smelling her. My grip on her bare waist tightened to control myself. But I hold myself. Minutes passed, her breath evened as she slept peacefully, while I stayed awake, devouring her peaceful presence, partially in my arms. My lips touched her neck, and I almost moaned at her softness, not able to control myself any longer. I kissed her neck just once, before slipping into deep slumber. I felt weight on me as I woke up. I wiped my eyes to get rid of sleepiness and looked down to see him sleeping peacefully with his head in crook of my neck. My mouth went wide open as my breath shortened as I relished his lips touching my sensitive neck. Wetness seeped through my hole as I struggled to contain myself, not wanting to make this much harder on myself. I withdrew myself and untied my palu from his wrist and ran to washroom. The cool water casting through my body is making me feel calm. My hormones that are raging now feels calm in a nicer way. My fingers touched my nipples and I moaned so loud due to being oversensitive due to his mere touch. My mind is clouded by him. I washed myself, not minding my pussy, which is clenching for him. I draped myself in a cream color sari and did my usual chores. I saw him waking up and brushing his teeth. As I looked at his lips, my eyes closed immediately as I struggled to keep myself composed. My hands shivered when I am pouring tea into mugs. I gave him his cup and sat beside him. "I will leave soon today," he said as I remembered about the wedding we need to attend today. "Okay. I won't prepare lunch today," I said, and he nodded. I turned to look at front yard, but I could sense his gaze on me. Already my mind is swimming in horny river, and he is making it much harder for me to stay sane. He dressed up and I served him breakfast. "Just tell me which shirt you want to wear. I will iron it for you," I uttered while eating. "I will wear navy blue one," he said, and I nodded, thinking to wear navy blue sari as well, hey. After a while, when I was cleaning kitchen, "What's your bango size?" I heard his voice making me smile. I said, and he smiled, looking at my wrist, which are adorned with red bangles. I thought he will go, but no, he didn't. Instead, he is standing near kitchen door. "Which color are you wearing today?" he asked after a while, and I giggled like a schoolgirl internally. "Navy blue," I answered with a smile. He nodded and dashed out of house. I guess it was around 12 p.m. he arrived home. I just finished draping my patu navy blue sari. "Here," I said, giving him orange juice I made earlier. He accepted it and drank in one go as usual, making me chuckle. I noticed he is carrying a bag with him, and I curiously looked into it. "It's for you," he said, giving me the bag. I took it and we both went to our bedroom. I opened the cover and saw jasmine string, navy blue bangles, and various colors of hair ties. "They are really pretty," I exclaimed, eyeing the bangles, which are adorned with numerous shining stones on it. He pulled my hand towards him and, "Let me," he whispered, and blush rose to my cheeks, making me nod. He slowly slipped bangles onto my both wrists as I sat admiring him and his act. "Let's go, it's already late," I uttered to him while he is so busy combing his hair. This is the second time I saw him dressed up after our marriage. He looks stunning, breathtaking, and what no. "Let's go," he said, coming closer to me, and I stood rigid, waiting for something, but nothing came. He locked our bedroom door. I looked around and noticed how people are inside their own houses as the sun is burning. We quickly got onto his bike and started our journey to function hall. It would probably take 1 hour to reach. After a while, I clutched his shirt in my hand as I struggled to maintain my sari in this hot weather. I could sense his gaze from side mirror all the time. "Do you want to drink anything?" he asked after a while. "Cola, please," I added, and he immediately stopped near a small bakery. "I will be back within a minute," he said, going inside, and I waited for him, leaning onto the bike. I noticed his hands contained cool water bottle, cola, ice cream, and sweet bun, making my mouth water. "It's been so long since I had this sweet treats. For you?" he smiled, seeing my excitement. My eyes twinkled as he waited for me finish everything. "You can have this!" I gave him half-eaten ice cream and he gladly accepted, making me blush. After we were done eating, I felt much more relaxed. "Hey!" I called as soon as I spotted my cousin in the crowd. She rushed towards me and hugged as I returned the same hug. "How are your brother-in-law?" she asked him, and he nodded with a warm smile which definitely made me swoon. "I am fine, how are you?" She smiled at both of us and led us to eat lunch first. I placed a chair for him and me to sit while having lunch. We both served all the dishes and had peacefully with no worries and rush. After we were done, he spoke with my relatives and I did the same thing as well. We both presented a small gift ornament of the newly married couple and clicked a couple of pictures with them. As we stepped out of function hall, it's already 5 p.m. and I am beyond tired. I just want to sleep with him on our bed peacefully. "I am tired," I mumbled as I sat on bike. "Shall we go somewhere? You want to buy something?" he asked, making me think about it. "Is it okay?" I asked. He smiled and added, "More than okay. You don't worry too much." I thought for a while and said, "I want to buy few cotton light weight saris and few accessories." He nodded and took me to a store which seemed to have so many types of saris and dresses. "How is this color?" I asked him, showing a pastel pink sari. "Nice," came his short reply, and I smiled, keeping the sari near my face, and he approved, showing me a light blue color sari which is adorned with small stones. I immediately liked it. "I like this one," he mumbled. "Me too," I added, feeling the sari texture, and it's a tissue silk sari. I made him buy a pair of shorts so that at nights he can sleep comfortably. We both stepped out while he carried 2 shopping bags. I brought 7 saris and the one he liked the most is tissue silk sari. "We can buy accessories some other time again. Now shall we go home?" I asked him. He looked confused and frowned. "Why? But you said you wanted to buy." I nodded. "Yes, but they are not very urgent. We can come again anytime and buy again," I added with a smile. He looked at me for a while and said, "Okay, we will come again on Sunday." I nodded in agreement and we started our journey to our home sweet home. As soon as we reached our home, I rushed inside and took a bath, washing away today's tiredness, and settled in a green lightweight sari. Following that, I cooked simple khichdi and rasam, which we both had that in our bedroom, sitting comfortably on bed. "Shall I clear this place?" I heard him asking, pointing at his clothes. "No, my shelf would be enough," I said, and he nodded. After we were done with dinner, I gave him milk and settled near shelves to organize them properly. While I was doing that, I heard him saying, "Give them here," pointing to his shorts. I handed him his and he organized his shelf sitting beside me. "Keep these in this box," I said, handing him my new bangles and bangles organizer. He did what I said, making me smile. "Good," I mumbled as he kept them neatly in the box. He smiled, hearing me, and moved closer. "Still?" he whispered. I thought for a second. "What do you want still?" I asked. "Anything," he answered, making me blush. "Shall we play this game?" I heard him say, pointing at chessboard. I so wanted to play, but I am tired. I am tired, but we will play tomorrow, I said as we both lay on bed. He nodded in understanding, and I switched off light, moving closer to his form and hugged him as he did the same thing. Like that, we slipped off into peaceful sleep in each other's embrace. Few days have passed since then. Our routine is usually the same, but now he talks more, comes home early, and helps me in every way he can. And moreover, I am liking him too much to be honest. It's night, and as usual, he is waiting for me in our bedroom. Here. Handing him glass, I closed the curtains and lay beside him. He chugged it down, offering me other half. I feel a little down, he said after I was done drinking milk. I looked at him in worry and asked, "What happened?" He shook his head and uttered, "I am not sure." "Since when you're feeling like this?" I asked. "Evening," he uttered, closing his eyes. I pulled him closer, hugging his arm. He smiled and hugged me tight as I relaxed in his arms. Next morning when I woke up, he is burning up, which made me tense as I saw he is having fever. I quickly rushed out and brought water and a soft cloth to wipe him. I sat beside him and wiped his hands with utmost care as he slept peacefully. I opened his buttons and wiped his chest as well. "Yamandi, wake up!" I called him slowly. He slowly yet lazily opened his eyes and looked at me confused. "You're having fever, just rest," I uttered as I put wet cloth on his forehead. He fell back on pillow and covered himself in blanket. I got down from bed. "Stay with me," I heard him saying. "Few more minutes, I will prepare hot soup for you to drink," I said, making him nod. I was in kitchen making him peppercorn soup and saw him brushing his teeth. After I was done, I gave him bowl and he took it slowly, finishing the soup. I made him take tablets and he lay down on bed out of tiredness. "Sleep for some time, okay?" I whispered, caressing his cheeks, already feeling down and sad that he is suffering with fever. He nodded and closed his eyes. After I was sure he slept, I resumed doing daily chores. I prepared light lunch for him to eat and woke him up. "You need to eat properly to become healthy again," I said when he didn't sit up for lunch. I looked and saw how he is struggling to sit, so immediately I rushed towards his side and made him lay on me as support. "Stay like this. I will feed you," I said as I fed him with my own hands, and thankfully he ate with no complaints, but my heart broke seeing his so weak. "Sleep with me, please," I heard him say as I was about to go out. I nodded and lay beside, taking him into my arms. He relaxed, keeping his head on my chest, while I caressed his scalp, making him go into deep slumber. I wonder how he used to manage before marriage when he is so weak at times like this. My heart ached, but I said myself that I will always love and take care of him with my whole heart. I felt tingling sensations on my chest and saw how his beard is tickling my cleavage. I blushed slightly but didn't react. I kissed his hair, pulling him close. He is too precious for this world. I want to protect him, cherish him, protect him, everything I can do. Even I slept with him in my arms. I heard him drowsily speaking and I woke up tapping his cheek, but he instead hugged my tight, completely burying himself in my blouse-clotted chest. My pussy throbbed, feeling his warm breath and mouth. My nipples stood peaks as I struggled to contain myself. I clenched my hand on his shirt, trying to get hold on myself. I checked his forehead and saw his fever is reduced and he is sweating now. I immediately removed blanket from us. "Yamandi, get up." I patted his arm slowly, making his wake up in drowsiness. I smiled as he held me close and mumbling words in my chest. This is our first time being so close and intimate. I blushed as he looked at my chest and up at my face. He blinked few times and smiled, pressing a light kiss on my cleavage. I moaned so loud at his kiss and closed my eyes in shyness. "Thank you," I heard him say after a few minutes of silence. "No thanks, and all between husband and wife," I uttered in a stern voice, and he nodded slowly before kissing my knuckles. "I am damn happy for everything. I am sleepy," he said as I was making him drink soup. "Just a little, then you can sleep," I mumbled as I fed him soup. He looked at me with those cutie eyes, and I instantly melted. "Also, your aunt has called and invited us for our niece's birthday party," I said, and he nodded lazily. "You rest. I will be taking a bath," I uttered as I have taken out cotton sari from shelf. He nodded and leaned on headrest. I took bath as fast as possible, wanting to be near him. I locked every door and entered our bedroom to see him waiting for me as usual. "Aren't you sleepy?" I asked as I closed curtains, giving him glass of warm milk. He nodded as no and drank slowly. I sat beside him, gazing his tired face. Yesterday he suffered with fever, but now he is doing fine, but the weakness is still there. How could I fall asleep without you? He whispered, looking at me. I giggled softly as I hit his arm. I could say he is enjoying this more than me. After he was done, I put the glass away and lay down on bed. He got down from bed, making me look at him confused. I looked where he is going and saw he went out. After a couple of seconds, he got inside, bolting the door. What is that? I asked as I saw a pouch in his hands. He didn't respond, but climbed and sat beside me, giving me the pouch. I opened it curiously and saw a stack of money. I looked at him, questioning manner. He smiled softly and said, I saved up money to buy air conditioner. But why? It's not. We are really in need of it right now. I asked. We might not. But I want to provide all the luxuries I can, in my capability, he said. And I looked at him with a warmth in my chest. I nodded, hugging his arm. He wrapped his hands around my shoulder and pulled me closer as we both leaned onto headrest. Also, tomorrow is Sunday. We agreed we will go to shopping, he muttered after a while. I looked at him. Yes, we did, I said, caressing my thumb on his wrist. He sighed and made me lay on bed slowly, and my breath hitched when I felt him slightly hovering me. The jasmine scent. This quiet atmosphere with our little room with little bedlight is making me blush hard. I looked away, unable to bear his gaze anymore. But he turned me towards his face by clutching my chin in between my fingers and slowly kissed my forehead, making me take a breath of contentment and relief. I gulped as I felt his hard gaze on me. I put the pouch on other side of bed and slowly clutched his face in both of hands and kissed his forehead, making him smile softly at me. We both slept in each other's arms with lots of contentment and intimacy. I can make mutton meat curry, he said as I stood in kitchen wondering what to cook. I looked at him shocked. You can? I asked. He smiled, stepping closer to me. Yes, I can. Before marriage, I used to cook myself, remember? He patted my cheek with lovely smile. I blushed and nodded. We will eat soon and get ready, he said after a while, as we both got busy in cooking. I don't know, he could cook so well until I had first bite of taste. You cook so well until. This is awesome, I appreciated, making him smile at me. We both got ready in a jiffy and hopped on bike. As today our sole reason was to shopping, I sat behind excited, and he too seemed happy and relaxed. Yimandi, I was wondering if we should buy thick blankets, I said as we stopped near a store. He seemed to think and nodded. We entered the store and brought 2 thick blankets. After done with that, I entered a ladies' emporium and brought nail polish, clutches, safety pins, hair ties, hairpins, sari pins, bangles, etc. I like this one. Can you wear it for me? He said as he showed me a black beads chain, which had a very little emerald stone in middle. I instantly liked it and nodded, making him smile closer, wrapping his hand around my bare waist. I like this style, but they are kind of old, right? I asked him, showing an earring set, and he nodded. When I was searching bindi packets, I felt him caressing my waist inside my palu. My pussy felt tingly at the moment, and I looked at him. He just smiled as if nothing is wrong. My hands shook as I felt his hand tracing random things on my navel with his fingertips. I tried to stop his fingertips, but I don't want to. My breath hitched when I felt his hand dip into my belly button, and I clutched the glass slab tightly as I felt intense pleasure, with lots of affection. Yamendi! I gasped as I felt his hand moving towards my blouse. He leaned into my side and whispered, You just look so beautiful! I blushed hard and looked around. If someone saw us. When I felt his finger sneaking into my blouse, I caught his hand and mumbled, Not here. He understood my worry and withdrew his hand, but never left my waist. The ride home was something new and special. It felt as if something new has opened in our lives, a new level of comfort and intimacy, and I am excited for it.